Welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of the I Love Lucy collection in honor of 70 years of the show. When we last left off, I showed you the season 3 DVD set. Now we're going to basically show the rest of this collection here. So here, let's continue on now with season 4. This is the episode where they went to Hollywood. And here's the side and the back. So each. Here's disc 1. This is the one that also contains the Mr. and Mrs. TV show that some markets did air in November '54, but CBS didn't air it until April of '55. Disc 2, which also contains the episode when they're getting ready to go. Disc 3, which contains them finally beginning their trip to California, and also contains the episode where Ethel visits her hometown of New Mexico when she sees her father. And all that. The LA at Last one we know also has, of course, the legendary William Holden guest starring. And 2. Disc 4 containing Lucy Gets Into Pictures and also the fashion show. Here's that disc. And finally, disc 5. This is the one that also contains Harpo Marx's guest appearance on the show as well. And there's the disc and all that. So I can say that when the Ricardos and the Mertzes left together for Hollywood that season, they wouldn't return to the New York apartment until the following season, which, believe it or not, I'm about to cover it right now. So here's the season 5 set. This also contains the European trip episodes as well. And show you the side and the back. I forgot. Yeah, that's right. And here's disc 1. This also contains the episode with John Wayne's guest appearance on the show. As well as this art, that's from the Great Train Robbery episode. Disc 2, with which they're getting ready to leave for Europe. Including the iconic Bon Voyage episode, as well as the second honeymoon when Lucy gets her head caught through the porthole. Disc 3, that artwork you see from the iconic Lucy Goes to Scotland episode. That was filmed CBS broadcast that episode in black and white originally. That episode was filmed on the Arnez's home camera in color, by the way. As well, this also does have the Paris at Last episode too, given how iconic that one is. And finally, we have disc 4, which the conclusion of the European trip episodes, including the iconic Italian movie one with the grapes, Lucy in that grape vat. And there's the artwork from the season finale. Yep. Again, see this one more time. So that's the 5th season for you. And finally, the final original season of, in terms of just half-hour episodes alone. Here is that final season, season 6. Here's the side and the back. And I'll show you the episodes on each. Here's disc 1. That also includes them visiting Florida, too. Oh, sorry about that. It includes the one where they do visit Florida, by the way. Along with the guest appearances from Bob Hope and the legendary Orson Welles. As well. Here's disc 2. Now this is the one that also contains the Christmas special and, of course, the iconic Lucy and the Loving Cup, as well as the Lucy and Superman, where George Reeves made a guest appearance as his Superman character. Disc 3, where this is the one where Lucy and Ricky move from New York to Connecticut. Along with the iconic Tango one, with that longest laugh recorded at over a minute in that one. So you got that. And finally, disc 4, which also contains the original series finale, with the Ricardos dedicating a statue. Along with a few others as well, including the Country Club dance, where a very young Barbara Eden made a guest appearance. This was years before becoming famous on I Dream of Jeannie, as the female Jeannie. So, there you go on that. So, that is basically it for Season 6. So, it was a great way to end the season. Now, next up, we got the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour, Season 7, 8, and 9, the hour-long episodes from 1957 to 1960. I'll show you these discs again. They were seen in last week's update, and now you'll see them again. Here's discs 1 and 2. And finally, discs 3 and 4. So many great guests in that comedy hour, including of course, Fred McMurray, Milton Berle, Maurice Chevalier, and Ernie Kovacs as well. So, it's always a good way, hey, to end that. So, do check this out. Now we have the later re-release of Season 1. This one's in a much smaller set. Spine and the back. And these discs don't have any art on them, unlike the earlier ones. They're just standard gray discs. So that's that one. And finally, finally there's season 2 right here with the episodes, as I mentioned to you before. Got that. So that's that. Now I'll bring these up closer, because now we're gonna now we only got 3 more DVDs and the 2 Blu-rays left. So let's continue on here. Next up, we got the I Love Lucy Christmas Special DVD. That's the one. This contains both the original black and white and colorized versions of the special. And here's the spine and the back. Ho, 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 ha, ha, ha. Oh, this has the episode along with the colorized versions of the Italian movie and the Scotland one, too. Of course, they're also available to view in black and white as well. Of course. And I'll show you the disc with those episodes. Just so you know, this release of the Christmas special, that's the one that had the wraparound segments, aka the non-flashback parts, be in color, while all 3 flashback sequences, as you remember, the Lucy is Enceinte, along with the Barbershop Quartet, and of course the scene when Lucy says that it's finally time for little Ricky to be born. Those were all in black and white for that release. So, there you go with that. Next is a bonus disc that came with these releases. I did originally have another copy that didn't have disc, but I gave that to someone else. This is the colorized job switching episode. And you see the back. Job switching is still my favorite episode of Lucy, by the way. Okay, so there you go with that. And speaking of colorization, we now have the I Love Lucy Colorize Collection DVD set. This is my mother's, but I'll show it to you. This has 16 episodes of the show, all in color, and yes. And unlike the Christmas special DVD, because the Christmas special is on this one too, that's the one. This is the only release where all of the Christmas special episode, including the free flashback sequences, are all in color. And here it is. I'll show you the back. They're in their unedited full-length form, so of course, there is one other that's not included on this collection because it aired after this release, and that's the colorized version of Paris at Last. It was also disappointing that CBS didn't show the Christmas special last year, primarily because of the pandemic, but let's hope they can bring it back this year, if they can colorize any new other episodes. Here's the discs. Here's disc 1. And here's disc 2. So, there you go. If you want to see the I Love Lucy episodes in color, I recommend you get this. Now, to the Blu-rays. These are the only 2 seasons of Lucy that have been out on Blu-ray. This is Ultimate Season 1. Here's the spine and the back. I'm going to show you each disc. They're all in blue discs featuring these episodes. And finally, to end the collection, we've got Ultimate Season 2 Blu-ray. Here's the spine and the back, and all the episodes there. There's lots of other features too, including behind-the-scenes photo galleries on both. Here are all both of the discs. All 5. So And so there we go. If you want to see Lucy in high def, I recommend you get this. And by the way, the colorized episode of Job Switching is on this Blu-ray set as well. So that way, if you could see that in HD. But so it's still fun. Anyways, there you go. That basically covers the whole I Love Lucy collection. I hope you enjoyed watching it. And once again, here's to 70 years of Lucy. See, for that show being a classic indeed, and what many people still think is the greatest, maybe the greatest television show of all time. It is one of the greatest indeed. So to all you YouTubers and to all your Lucy junkies, once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!